Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. Today we're going to talk about the 4 very powerful questions you must ask yourself before you start writing your TEDx script. But just before that, I want to say happy Diwali to all of you, my beautiful friends around the world. Just yesterday, I actually realized that Diwali for you is like Christmas for us. So happy Diwali to all of you. That is so exciting. And today is actually New Year for you. So I don't know if you say Happy New Year, but Happy New Year to all of you. That is amazing. Let me know how you're doing. Did you enjoy the fireworks yesterday? UK was completely blowing with fireworks absolutely everywhere. And today's Guy Fawkes Day, actually. It's going to be a lot more fireworks around London at least. So yeah, tell me where you're watching it from. If you're watching it live, put the hashtag live. If you're watching it on replay, put the hashtag replay. So I'll make sure that I answer all the questions you put below in the comments. This is the very powerful time every week, Friday, 12 p.m. UK time, when I come with a certain topic and I teach you certain things around TEDx. However, this is your time to ask all kinds of questions you have around TEDx, especially for those of you who are soon gonna be on TEDx stage and it's like, oh my God, you know, under this pressure, I know exactly what you're going through. Or for those of you who always wanted to do a TEDx but didn't take that first step to apply to become a TEDx speaker. Again, it's not an invitation only process. It's actually an application process. And in previous lives, I did explain every single step on how to apply on TEDx. Anyway, today is all about the 4 questions you must ask yourself before you start writing the script. Let me tell you the biggest mistake what people do is that they sit down, they start writing their TEDx script, and what happened is that in no time they're on version 10.25 and they're still not happy with it. 2 months later, they're still like, oh my God, I'm still writing this TEDx script. And I know I'm exaggerating slightly, but it just happens to so many people. So I'm not saying you're going to get to version number 25, but if you don't ask yourself those 4 simple questions, but very, very powerful questions, what I'm going to give you right now, then you will end up as the people writing way too many variations of the TEDx script. And basically, in other words, you're going to waste your time and effort. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to feel super excited throughout the whole TEDx journey. This is the fun on TEDx, to really have fun with it. So let's no further ado, I'm going to jump straight to question number 1. This is, how do I want people to remember me? Or what do I want people to associate me with? For example, you might say, well, in my case, I'm going to use me. If you want, put in the comments what you do so I can give examples with you. But if I stand on stage, the first question I'm going to ask myself before I start writing my script is that I want people to remember me as the creator of the soon-to-be a TEDx speaker formula. I want people to remember me as, this is Simon sitting, that would be the creator of Start With a Why, or the writer of the book Start With a Why. So you've got this very specific wish and the reason why you want to do a TEDx. So the first question to ask yourself is, how do you want people to remember you? Or what do you want people to associate you with? Sometimes people say, I want people to associate me with like the person who is making them laugh, but through the laugh they realize very serious stuff. So Sir Ken Robinson, rest in peace. I so highly love his TEDx talks, but that's what he did, and that's how we associate him with like a really amazing sense of humor, right? So again, first question to answer before you start writing your TEDx script is, how do you want people to remember you? Now, I want you to remember that after you finish writing your script, what I want you to do is to go back and read the answer of this question number 1. Does it, did you achieve it with everything what you write in the script? Did you achieve that, that answer what you put on question number 1? This is how important it is to answer first question before you start doing any kind of scripts around. Here's, I'm going to check very quickly comments. If you have any kind of questions, just let me know in the comments. I will make sure that I answer live right now or offline later on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Facebook. So I always check those 3 platforms. Now, question number 2 is, who is my target audience? So let me give you an example. If your target audience is 25 years old or just graduated, the way how you're going to start writing, because you answered this question before you start writing the script, the moment when you start writing the script, you need to have in mind these people, the audience. So with the example what I gave you, like just graduated people, you might start your first story with I am sitting on the university bench and I just graduated, and this and this and this happened, right? So this is one way to open up your TED Talk and to actually put the people into the story, because the moment when you put the people next to you in your scene, like you're sitting on the bench in the university, whoever is watching you, they're going to be directly with you because they're sitting next to you on that bench on the university, because it's very fresh in their mind that they just graduate and they're like, you know, scratching their heads and thinking what I'm going to do now, how I'm going to find a job. I'm just giving you examples, right? But if your audience is executives and these are high-level management people, and you want your first story to be back when you graduated, then your story is not going to start this way. Then your story is going to be like, back in the days when I graduated university, I did this, this, and this. Okay, so the language, and this is what I want you to remember today. Your target audience is what drives your language. The language to present every single story is very different. And this is coming from the audience you've got. So question number 2 is so important to answer. Question number 2 out of 4 questions, to answer who is your audience? Who is your target audience? Alejandra, hi, my dear. Great, Bilan. I always take notes on your advices. Thank you so much, Alejandra. And hello to Chile, to beautiful, beautiful Chile. You know, I was speaking with friends of mine yesterday, and the 3 of us said, I really wish it's summer right now because in Europe it's so cold. One of them lives in Bulgaria. I'm in London. The other one is in Paris. And she said it did not stop raining for 1 year now in Paris. So I was like, oh, poor them. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so these are 2 questions so far. Here is question number 3. Timing. You have to decide how long do you want your TEDx talk to be. Now, I need to explain the TEDx rules first. The TEDx rules says that you're not allowed to have a TEDx talk longer than 18 minutes. I'm going to stop here. So I need to really give you more details. When you go on YouTube and you watch every TEDx talk, did you notice that at the beginning of every single video, there is something what we call pre-roll or intro, or all the adverts of all the companies and people who supported and sponsored that TEDx event. And then at the end of the video, we call it post-roll or after video ads. So there is like, again, the same sponsors, but at the end of the video. Now the TED headquarter rule says this: the pre-roll needs to be, or intro video needs to be like 30 seconds maximum, and the post-roll needs to be 10 seconds maximum. So this is 40 seconds, 40 seconds in total. And I'm going to call it 60 seconds because this is 1 minute eating from your time. So automatically this means that you are not allowed to talk for longer than 17 minutes. However, my very personal recommendation to you is to really don't do a TED Talk which is longer than 10 minutes. And I'm going to explain this. There's this human brain in 2021, and I'm sure next year will be actually worse. It works like this. The attention span, first of all, is 8 seconds. So obviously you're not going to do a TED Talk for 8 seconds. However, to be able to catch the attention for the people, but also to make sure that they're going to watch your TED Talk to the end, the shorter your talk is, the higher amount of views you're going to have, and the higher chance for your TED Talk to be shared with friends, with colleagues, with family members is higher than the usual. So the way how we all do is that we go to watch videos on YouTube, and at some point around 30 seconds, first minute, regardless how interesting this is, okay, we always scroll our mouse over the top of the video just to see how long the video is. Do you do that? Put a yes or a no in the comment. We always check how long that video is. So what happens is that subconsciously, again, human brain, that's how we all work. If it's longer than 10 minutes, then we start thinking, I don't have time right now. The moment when you go over 15 minutes, most probably you're going to lose half of your audience because they'll be like, I don't have time right now to watch 15 minutes. And 15 minutes is so freaking short. I know that, okay? However, this is what majority of the people think when they watch a video. So to make it less than 15 minutes is great. However, 15 minutes was the sweet spot for YouTube videos till last year. In 2021, call it because of pandemic, it doesn't matter the reasons, okay? But right now, the sweet spot for all kinds of videos, not just TEDx I'm talking about, but all kinds of YouTube videos is 10 minutes. That's why I'm highly recommending you to do a 10 minutes video. So if you're right now, Anurag is saying yes. I know we all do that. Okay. What I want you to remember is that that rule is not just for TEDx. That rule is for all kinds of YouTube videos. If you are a vlogger and you do YouTube videos, don't do that for longer than 10 minutes. Okay, so unless it's a live. If you do a live podcast can go for like usually more than 30 minutes. This is the sweet spot for podcast is 30 minutes. However, going back to TEDx, don't do it for longer than 10 minutes because you're going to lose half of your audience, and I don't want you to have that for your own TEDx talk. So question number 4, which is the last question today. If you missed the previous questions, please go and watch from the beginning because I'm giving you the 4 super powerful questions to answer before you start writing your script. So question number 4 is, what is my TEDx goal? And after this, which also basically means what kind of outcome I want from my TED Talk. It's like something short. You don't have to make it super complicated, okay? And what I want you really to remember is that the moment when you write down your TEDx goal, I want you to actually sit down and think how you can twist and turn this goal into something very tangible. We can always put a very tangible goal next to our goal in wording, okay? So I did a very specific live last Friday. Go through my wall, scroll down and find the last Friday live because I went a lot deeper into how you can write a TEDx goal. I gave you the best 7 examples what people always write as TEDx goals. I did explain what exactly visibility for TEDx means, and I did explain like basically what kind of advantage, how to completely use to take full advantage of TEDx. This was the last Friday live, so go there and watch it. But also I gave you examples for each of those TEDx goals to turn them into tangible. And I absolutely love those tangible goals. So in general, before I wrap up, if you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments below so I can answer all of them. Again, I pick a topic every Friday, but you can ask all kinds of questions around TED and TEDx and all kinds of formats: TEDx Women, TED Met, TED Ed, all kind of TED interviews, all kind of questions around TED and TEDx. So from today, I want you to remember and do today to answer each of those super powerful four questions before you start writing your TEDx script, because what's going to happen if you answer those 4 questions is that you're going to really save a lot of time and a lot of effort. So you're not going to write version 10.25 of your script, right? You're going to actually write like one script as a draft. Then you're going to look at your 4 answers of those 4 questions. You'll be like, yes, I did it. No, I didn't do it. Let me just change and tweak something on like if it's audience language or if it's like, oh, this is longer. Let me tell you this for timing, which is really important. When you write a script, and I think this is something I did, like I dived deep into how to write 7 steps, how to write a script. This was 2 Fridays ago. So the 7 steps through how to write a script, I did explain it, but I'm going to mention it very quickly here. Timing wise is super important. If you want to achieve this 10 minutes, what I'm giving you as a sweet spot at the moment, you need to write a script. When you read it back, it needs to be maximum 8 minutes reading time. And the reason why is because the moment when this is reading time, we all read really fast, much faster than we talk, okay? First of all. And secondly, this is like 1 minute there. We're losing 1 minute. And another minute is because when we start actually performing it, we need to put natural poses. We need to pause here and there to make a lot more emphasis on words and make more impact. So if 10 minutes is your goal for your TED Talk, then reading time of your script needs to be 8 minutes. Like 8 minutes, much shorter. Your script needs to be reading time much shorter than your target time. Hope that makes sense. Put a yes or a no in the comment below. If that was very useful for you, click on the like button below that video, so I will know that it was really highly valuable. Or you can put in the comments that you did learn something new today and it was valuable. Please share it with all the people you know that they always want you to become TEDx speakers, or the last people you spoke with around TEDx. Just share this video with them, because it's gonna really help them to achieve their dream. And at the end of the day, if you're the one helping people to achieve their dreams, it really feels good. I can tell you that. Like it, share it, and comment it below. Thank you so much for watching it today. Sending you a lot of love and a lot of energy wherever you are around this beautiful world. I'm gonna see you next Friday. Love you a lot.